What's up, guys? It's Beginner Moto here, and I wanted to talk about KTM today. It's raining outside, I can't ride, but I've just had this thought that's just been drilling inside my head about what the future may look like for KTM. And to start this off, I just wanted to talk about, I remember back when I was younger in 2009, GM had actually gone bankrupt, and people were wondering what was going to be the future for that company. Obviously, they got bailed out. But I've had the chance to drive like a new C8 Z06, and I'm just like, damn, this is a really good car for the money. And if you just even look at the regular base model Stingray Corvette, it is a lot of car for the money. All the Z06s, they've all been like that. And I'm just like, damn, I really like the fact that a car like that exists. Now, getting back to KTM, the first time when I rode a Super Duke, I didn't even leave the parking lot yet. It was a demo day, and I was just like, dude, I got to have this bike. I ended up buying one, and it's been one of the most fun bikes that I've ever had. And obviously, we know about KTM filing for bankruptcy. They've gone through the issues. They've had various bad business practices, in my opinion, about, gating like features that already come on the bike behind a paywall. They've always had the issue of the reliability. At least people perceive them to be unreliable. I know I've had my fair share of problems. I have owned 3 KTMs. I've had my fair share of problems with them. Also, there's the notorious camshaft issue that a lot of people have dealt with. And there's also all of these issues compound into just like KTMs have very bad resale value. And so it's like if you go and buy one brand new, you can buy a bike like my Super Duke. I bought it right there. It was like 24,000 plus out the door. If I were to sell that same bike right now, it's probably going to get like 13 or 14 because the whole brand image of the company just kind of like tanked the value. It doesn't change the fact that the bikes are still very fun to ride, but I'm just kind of like, damn, like I kind of feel kind of shafted as a buyer and fan of the company. But, I really just wonder about the comparisons between GM as well as KTM, because you go back 15 years ago and they were bailed out, and now they build shit like this. This is a 2023 Z06. And it's one of the best cars I feel like you can buy for the money. Like you truly get an exotic supercar-like experience for not that. I mean, it's a lot, but still not a crazy amount of money like you're needing to buy like, some McLaren or Ferrari or something. And I wonder, is KTM going to be the same thing in 10 to 15 years time? They were bailed out in 2025, going through a lot of financial troubles, but fundamentally, and I don't think really anyone can argue this, they build fun bikes. If you ever have a chance to go ride a KTM, go ride a Duke 890R. I know people talk about the camshafts all the time, but just go ride the bike and tell me what you think. If you ever have a chance to ride a Super Duke, 1290, 1390, they're fun. I have a 990 SMT from 2013. It is one of the easiest handling and fun bikes to ride. I bought that thing for less than $4,000. All I gotta say is that, are we witnessing the start of a new era in KTM to where we're going to see them basically building like a C8 Z06 that's going to be, everyone's going to look back on it in fondness in 10, 15 years' time. Time will tell, but I think that we're seeing the birth of a new company that, hopefully it comes out well for them. I think they are a net positive in the motorcycling community. But leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Peace.